with an issue. So, as I said last night, I'm going to be restoring two SOT Dodgers, both hellcats. Now, these two hellcats, as you can see, I've moved them from one jack to another. The light blue one was where the dark blue one is, and the dark blue one was where the light blue one is. Confusing, yes, I know. So, as I was saying, I've got the engine, both engines and both chassis and all that ready to roll to get built and put into the two cars, as well as the wheels for the cars. Now the thing is, with the wheels for the cars, there was a problem that arose with the wheels, and I was actually glad the problem arose with the wheels off camera, because it took a while to try and sort out. It actually took an hour to try and sort the whole problem out. So, what's going to happen today is I'm going to build both engines, drop both engines in. After I've dropped both engines in, I'm going to do the light blue one first, and then I'll be doing the dark blue one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide... Yep. Basically what I'm going to do is do, as I said, do the engines first, and then after I've done the engines, I'm going to then put the cars together. But before I do any of that sort of stuff, what I've got to do is I've got to get all the gear and get it all modified to the point where it's all basically top notch. It's got to be a number one grade to the point where the car can kick butt. Now, my biggest thing that I'm trying to think on, I've been trying to think about on it for the last couple of weeks. See, these two cars here, and there's a couple of more cars coming, either tomorrow night or the following night, I'm not sure. But there's going to be two more cars coming, and they're muscle cars as well. The two other cars that are coming are a surprise for my better half, although she probably knows what they are. But there are two other cars which she is not going to see. Yeah, hi. There are two other cars that are coming which she will not see until her birthday. The reason why she won't see those until her birthday is because they're her actual birthday present. These two, plus the two after these, are an early birthday present for my girl, because I love her so much. Now, she told me last night, before I started the first episode of the build of these two cars, that she does like the Dodge Hellcats, which these two are, and these are the widebody Hellcats. So, without further ado, here we go. Let's build everything up and then get the cars together and then try them out and see what they're like. Now, also, what I've got to do before I do anything else, I've also got to do a check on the interior, because I don't know whether I've got the interior yet or not. I'm not too sure. But before I do, I'm just going to ask my other half one thing, and then hopefully she says yes. And please don't frighten me again like that, Will.
Okay, I won't.
You scared the crap out of me, mate, I'm telling you. Are you still playing GTA, dude? Because I very well might jump back on after this broadcast. But I will be getting back into the party to talk to you, if it's still together. Right, she is watching me. Okay. Now, let's get back down to business and let's get these cars done, shall we? Now,
Everyone left before I could get a chance to do a piracy.
Oh boy.
but they all left. They all, whoa. Do you mean to tell me they all left the session? Yay. Is the party still going? Is the party still going at least?
No.
Oh, okay. And I asked everybody to stay in that party. And I'll tell you one thing now, mate. Had I known you were going to do a piracy, I wouldn't have done the video yet. Oh, okay. Now, that's all the engine parts done and dusted, ready to rock and roll. Now, what I'm going to do today is, as I said, I'm going to build the engines. Thanks to my very good friend who was just messaging me. He is my go-to guy, as I've said to you in the past. He got the engines and all that sort of stuff ready for me to build. All I had to do was upgrade them and that was it, which I've just done. Now I've just got to build the engines and boom. Hopefully it takes shorter time than what it usually does with me. I just have to got everything. Well, we've got the V8 so far. Now, I don't know what one I'm going to drop this one into,
Should
but...
be easier. And yes, I did get everything.
Okie dokie.
Even the fuel rail covers.
Thank you. Now, what I am going to do with this, I'm going to do something really cool with this. Did my baby just lose? Please tell me she didn't. Hopefully after this I will be done. Now I'm not going to put them on just yet because I've got something planned. I'm going to drop this in after I've got the engine completely built, but I'm not going to put the header covers on because I've got something planned for them. And I'm not, probably won't put the supercharger on there either, because once again, as I said, I've got something planned for the car. Because what this car is, it's a, how do I put it? It's this car, including the next couple of cars, including the other two birthday cars, which are going to get released on her birthday, basically have got a lot of meaning to them. So that's the whole thing. As soon as this is done and the underneath is on, I'm sticking it in as is. And then I might not stick it in as is. I've got to find out which one this it's going to go in first. I really hope that I can do what I want to do. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fix up the front end of it. And now I'm going to roll it over and fix up the bottom end. After I fixed up the bottom end, I'm going to go to the spray booth and try a trick. Hopefully it works. Because if it does, I'll be a happy chap. Okay, I think my baby is on her break. Which I mean, I hope she is still watching. Okay, now that's the bottom half of the engine done. Now, roll over. Be a good little boy and roll over. Now I'm going to go and try and do something with the top half of the engine and also the fuel rails. Now, I don't know which car to put this in. I don't know if I should put it in the light blue one or the dark blue one. I'm thinking the light blue one. The reason I'm thinking the light blue one is because the light blue one is the one that...
I am gonna go to bed, not feeling well.
Nay. I'm kind of hoping that I'm sort of thinking sticking it in the light blue one. So what I've got planned is certain areas on that engine are going to be painted dark blue. So sort of, you know, a color combination sort of thing. But there is one thing that I will be doing to this car, which which will not be done to the other one, because the other one's got part of it done already. So the big thing is, how's this going to turn out? That's the question. Now, these cars will be finished hopefully tonight. Hopefully tonight, when I get them done, I can release them to my girl tomorrow. Right, okay, now. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm going through what I can spray up. The reason why I'm doing that is because of what I've got planned for the cars. Right, fuel rails can be done. Undercarriage can be done. Okay, what the? Really? Okay, whatever. Suspension can be done. Now, the suspension I may or may not do, but the undercarriage I more than likely will do, definitely. If I do, good. But it's going to be a bit tricky because I've got certain things to do on other cars as well, which I don't really want to get mixed in with these two cars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these two cars one bit at a time, and then after that, the other two cars which will be coming in here are coming in for tomorrow's build, or maybe the build after that. I don't know when the next build's going to happen for the other two birthday cars. So that's that situation at this point. I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to get done. I'm kind of hoping that I can get it done these two tonight and then released tomorrow. I'm also kind of hoping that the other two that I'm going to get done I do on Monday of next week, and then release them to her on the Tuesday. So what I'm going to do when I say I release them to her, what I do is I'm going to take photos of them and then put them up on Instagram, but also send photos to her so she can then put them in her phone or wherever she wants to put them. That way, she's got something to remind her of me with her birthday presents, so, you know, she can look at them and go, "Aww," you know, with how much I do love her. So, let's have a look-see. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is I will leave all this part first, and I will do the engines, like certain parts of the engines, which I'm going to do. Now, this car I might put with this engine here that I'm doing now, I might put with the light blue engine. So if you watch what I'm going to, or the light blue car, so if you watch what I'm going to do, you'll see the reason why I'm going to do it. Now, baby, I hope you understand why I'm doing this. So, I really hope you do like these two cars, sweetheart, because I'm pouring my heart and soul into these two cars. I really hope you like them. That's what I'll do first. Now what I'm doing here, guys, is oh, I can't do the supercharger. That's right. It wouldn't let me do the supercharger. Okay. What I'm doing here is I'm putting parts on the car that I've sprayed, so I know what's what. Now the part that really bites is you can't paint this bit up. If you could, that'd be brilliant. Now, what I've got planned here is to do the following. I'll put this here. Then I will place this here. Like so, if it does. Now, this is where I have to think long and hard about this. The reason being is because I've got fuel rails which I've got to do too. So, I'm sort of thinking to do the fuel rails the same colour as that, but if I can do the housings for the pistons, for the spark plugs, I'm kind of thinking of doing them probably either the same colour or the light blue. I'm unsure at the moment. Okay. Now the fuel rail. Oh, hello. Right, that's one thing I need there. But no, I can't. Bum. That's rats. Now, fuel rails. Let's see. Let's see. The light blue body, which means this will be. I hate it when I seriously hate it when this happens. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do these dark blue, see how they look. If these look any good, it'll be a fantastic job. Now the biggest bum is this, and that's the fact that you can't, or I can't paint the supercharger, because if I could paint the supercharger up, it'd be brilliant. Now, okay then. Nope. I could have sworn it. Okay, that's officially bizarre. So why can't I... Ah, wrong ones. I'm not thinking straight. I don't know why. Now, I'm doing this like this for a reason. I'm good with paint schemes and paint jobs and what have you. I've actually proven it to people before. So what I'm trying is a thing what's known as trial and error. I'm kind of hoping this works because I want it to pop, but the thing is I don't think it's going to because of what I've got to do. So what I might actually do, to be honest, is oh, you won't see it anyway, damn. Okay, whatever. Now, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. So the fuel rails are going to have to stay dark blue. Bum. So now what I am going to do for the car okay, I'll give something a shot and then have a look and see what it looks like. Hopefully it works out well because of what I've got planned. I really hope this works. Because I don't want to I seriously, guys, I do not want to disappoint my girl because it's her birthday coming up and that's the reason for these cars. All these cars I'm doing are for her because of her birthday coming up. And she's my beautiful queen and I don't want to disappoint her. Okay, now, this part here, I'm sort of thinking of chroming it, but I'm not too sure. The reason why I'm thinking of chroming it is because of the front end of the engine. So I'll have a look at chrome and see what it looks like in chrome. If it doesn't look any good, then what I'll do is I'll just whack it on there as a light blue or a dark blue, whatever comes into mind. It's probably, if I put it on there as blue, it's probably going to be a dark blue. So, you know, because I'm trying to break the car up, if you know what I mean, in the way of its colours. Because I'll put it to you this way: my baby girl and I both love blue. So. Aha. Why hide? So there's your light blue, which is what we've got set for it now. There's your dark blue, there's your chrome blue, there's your matte black. There's your chrome, which comes through as a white on the side there, but it doesn't look any good, so... And there's a gloss white, and there's your chameleon blue. So what I'm thinking is going that, and the reason why I'm thinking of going that is because it's chrome and it's blue as well. So, ta-da! So now what I've got here is a complete Hemi engine, which is a 6.2 litre V8 supercharged for a Dodge out the front there, which is going into the light blue car over there. So time to do what we've got to do. Now what I do have planned for this car is basically they're both getting major overhauls, but this one particular car which I've got going here is basically all of the interior there of the engine bay is going to be in areas dark blue. I'll show you what I mean when I get round to doing that, because it's going to take a while to do. But I swear to you guys, this time, tonight, I will get both of these cars done. I'm telling you that now. So... Aha. Now, as you can probably see, it is light blue in quite a lot of pieces. But if you also have a look, what I'm actually thinking is, do I leave it as is or not? That's what I want to know. See, as I said, I don't want to disappoint my queen, because if I disappoint my queen, I'm going to disappoint myself. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So, let's raise the car for a minute. Okay, so the exhausts aren't on the car yet. They'll go on last. The gearbox isn't in the car either. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask my partner something in a minute, and I'm kind of thinking of doing a colour on the car itself, like in the way of the frame and whatnot. If I do it, it's going to be probably dark blue, as I said, because I want to try and break it up a bit. So now I'll leave it like that for now, and I shall ask my better half if she wants me to do the underneath on this one, either chrome or dark blue. Okay? Because the wheels for this one are going to be chrome. Because I was looking at it the other day, as I was building it. Actually, I pulled it into the garage yesterday as I was going through it. And before I even started the first episode, I pulled the car in, looked at it, and there were bits of blue on the car. So I stuck the wheels there and then had a look, and then I was like, what do I do? Do I put them a chrome, or do I put them dark blue? My ideas come up to a point where I do them chrome, and that one over there probably also chrome as well. But I want to know what she wants done with the chassis underneath this thing. If she wants it done chrome, then it will get done chrome. If she wants it done in a dark blue, then it will get done in a dark blue. So let's see what she says. Chrome or dark blue for the undercarriage. Yeah, let's see what she says. Oh, okay. She wants it dark blue. Shock horror. I thought she would have said chrome, but if she wants dark blue, she can have dark blue, because it's her car. And I think I know the reason why she wants it dark blue. If I'm right, she wants it dark blue because of what I've done to the car. Okay. Before I do, I've got to go back out to the bloody car. What the? I'm actually glad I've lifted it up, because now I can actually find out what I need. Right. Baby, that's dark blue, okay? Or there's that. Chameleon. Chameleon dark blue. Do you want chameleon dark blue? How does that look, sweetheart? That colour is dark blue, but it's chameleon dark blue. Or do you want dark blue? Because that's dark blue there, babe. Alright, there's the difference. There's the dark blue. And there's chameleon dark blue. Which one do you want? Oh, cool. Awesome. She wants chameleon dark blue. Because it stands out, so, you know, I think I know that's the reason why. That would mean that she wants chameleon dark blue pretty much on all the undercarriage, probably parts of the car that are going into the engine bay as well. Now what I am going to do is I will build the front up as I go along. The reason being is so I can actually get the front done faster. Now, I know that sounds weird to say, but with me doing it this way and getting the front done faster, it's actually... What the... Right, okay. Okay, whatever. Now, here's the tricky bit. I've got so many shock... Ah, right, okay, fair enough. Oh my god, here we go with the tricky bit. Okay, what I'll do is I'll get past that first. Now, the thing with the other car is this. It's going to be basically a complete reverse of what this car is. There might be a chassis, I'm not sure, because the wheels are going to be blue on that. I'm kind of thinking that she'll say chrome for that, so... Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the springs for the rear and also the front springs for last, because that way I know where I am, other than being where I am in real life. Now, I'm kind of thinking, with the car being the way it's going to be, I'm kind of thinking that, well, actually no, I know for a fact she's going to love the car. Both of them. Now, let's go and put the chassis underneath it and what we can before I do anything else to the car. I'm not going to put the suspension in just yet. The reason why I'm not putting the suspension in just yet is because of what I've got planned for the car. Because as I said to you, what I'm going to do is hopefully have the car break up in the way of colour scheme because of what I got planned. Now, I understand from what she said, she actually understands what I'm talking about when I'm saying about the chameleon blue and dark blue and all that sort of stuff. Because I've explained to her before about what I've got planned for cars when I do them. So, even though she doesn't fully, I mean, she doesn't game like me, if you know what I mean. She's not exactly, how do I put it? She doesn't game, she hasn't got a console, she doesn't, she's extremely beautiful, I guarantee you that. And I mean it, she is gorgeous. But she doesn't game like I do. All I do now is videos when I get a chance and if I feel up to it, because of late I've had some problems going on in my life. So, like, I've told you guys in the past about my father. So, with that being said and done and dusted, it's now only a matter of wait and see, if you know what I mean, because with my father as sick as he is, it's more sort of a sit back and watch. So it's hard on me, it's hard on my brother, it's hard on my sister-in-law, it's hard on my niece, hard on my nephew, as well as my mum and my dad especially as well, because my dad's the one that is in the nursing home, so because my dad can't look after himself anymore. So that's the reason why I love my girl the way I do, because she's here for me all the time. She speaks to me whenever I get the chance to talk to her. When I'm not doing videos, which is very rare now with me doing videos because of the situation with my father and the situation in my family, I'm just glad my girl is here for me to support me and be with me because of the situations with my family, and also with situations that I've been in before, which I'm glad I'm not in anymore. Now, what I am going to do here is I'm going to go as far as that on that side, and I'm going to do the same on this side because of what I've got to do. After I get the front end built, I've now got to go and work on the front spring. I've got to go and work on the front suspension. After I've worked on the front suspension, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a look at what I'm going to do. So, I hope you guys understand what I'm going to do, because I've had people comment on some of my cars before and they've turned around and they have not understood why I've done what I've done. I've done what I've done in the past with some of my cars because of, I did have a little bit of a time working in a panel beater, and I was doing spray painting. Now, the reason why I don't do that anymore is because when I was younger, I was in a spray painting course, and then the lead in the paint of the paint that was used for the cars for the spraying of the body affected my sinuses, and it affected my sinuses really bad. I'd go home every day with a really vicious headache. And then I actually got to the point where I was actually, on the odd occasion, I'd go home and I'd be in tears. I'd be in bed and I'd be crying because I'd been in so much pain. So I had to give that job up, and I absolutely loved doing that job. That was the biggest bum. So now let's put the back in, and then we'll go from there. Now, answer me a question, guys. Anyone can answer this question for me, to be honest. Out of the 10, what would you give this car? If you saw this car going down the street and all of a sudden you see it arrive at at a shop, and you saw the car turn up, and it was the guy walked up and put it up on jacks, and then showed the underneath of the car off and whatnot, what would you give the car? Would you be kind to the guy and give it a 10? Or would you be a complete bonehead and go, oh, yeah, well, what would you do? Because I would like to know, because of what I do with these cars and how I work on these cars. And these cars, not just this one particular car or the cars that I do every time around about this time of year, but other cars as well that I do. For example, I've got a couple of cars that I'm in the middle of getting ready to do. For example, I'm doing 2 cars for myself in a few weeks. So those 2 cars will be done. They've already got their body paint and their suspension and all that. The 2 cars that I'm talking about are King 50 and Robbie 50. And I'm going to release these 2 cars to my girl the day I do those 2 cars. And here's how I'm going to release the cars. I'm going to release the cars to her through a race. And then, after I've done the race, I'm going to take a photo of the cars. And after I've done the episode, and then once that's all done and dusted, I'm then going to put the cars up on Instagram so everyone can see them. I'm kind of hoping that people do comment on the cars. The reason being is because, as you can see, I do a lot of work on these cars, and as I said, these cars mean everything to me. I mean, it sounds weird to say that, but I say that for this simple reason. The reason why I say it is because, as I said, I wanted to work in a spray painting place, but I couldn't because of the lead, which affected my sinus, which really screwed me up, and I ended up hang on. I ended up so badly affected by the paint, it was unbelievable. I actually ended up in hospital at one stage. Yes, baby, you heard me right. I ended up in hospital because of spray paint, because it affected my sinuses so bad. Now, I don't know whether I can, no. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. Now, there is one thing I am going to do to this car, which I hope does work, because if it doesn't work, I'm going to be awfully disappointed. I saw it done on a car when I went to a motor show once, and it really, really stood out. So, because it was basically, hey, look at me. Okay, now, that's the suspension in. and all the rear gear. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to go and paint the gearbox up, and the gearbox is going to be a chameleon dark blue, so that will suit the car again. Once again, the only problem is with this car, or with either car, you can't see. This is what really drives me mad. There are areas on this car which you cannot paint, which you in real life can paint. So, as you can probably guess, I'm frustrated with that because I've got so many ideas for cars. It is unbelievable. For example, you can, on this game, paint your brakes. You can, on this game, paint the undercarriage, as you've just seen. You can, on this game, paint your engine up in certain areas. You can, on this game, do interior work and give it tinted windows. So that's what I'm talking about. But there are can'ts in the game as well. You can't lower it. You can't put lights underneath it. You can't put lights in where the hood is. You can't put lights around the engine bay. You can't throw a roll cage through it, which is what I would love to be able to do. If the people who did this game are still in the middle of developing 2025, please, if they do end up seeing my broadcast, I seriously hope they are listening, because I would love to see that sort of thing on the game, where you have a drop kit or a lift kit, or you've got lights which you can put underneath the car, or lights where you can put it in the hood, lower it, raise it, whatever, give it a decent supercharger, different wheels, and different body parts. Like, for example, I've seen Dodge Hellcats like this one in magazines and also in videos, where the person has actually taken the car, modified it, and then taken the doors off the car. I swear to God, this is no lie, this is dead set truth. The guy took the doors off the car, modified the doors so they'd swing up like a Lamborghini. I saw it and I was like, huh? Now, here's what I've got planned. What I'm going to do with these brakes here are not going to be red anymore. They were red because I had these brakes, and these brakes are 100%. So, and they hadn't been used. I did paint them red because I was going to put them in a car that had a white colour scheme, and the wheels were blue, I think, from memory, or something like that. I can't really remember, but or a maroon colour. The car was maroon. That's right. Yeah, the car was maroon. The wheels were chrome, and I did the brakes red because I was hoping to have the car built, but I didn't end up getting the car built. The reason why I didn't end up getting the car built was because I had a lot of problems at that point. So now, what I am going to do here, with me doing this to the car, in the way of the chameleon blue on the brakes, what I am also going to do is I'm also going to do the same to the suspension. Now, why I say I would do the same to the suspension is because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break the paint up. You'll see what I'm talking about as I go. Now, I've got to do this. Front spring. What the? Okay then. If I don't have front springs, then what the hell are these? And what part would that be, I wonder? Oh. What the? Rightio? Okie dokes. Let's have a look. Now I'm kind of hoping that I can get both of these cars done, but if I can't, then the third one will be done. The third episode will be tomorrow. So I'm really hoping to get these cars done before the end of the night because I don't want to disappoint my girl. Because if I disappoint her, I'm going to disappoint myself. Alright, now, that's that. Okay, now rear springs are going to be reversed to the front. So what's going to happen here is the spring itself, because you can see it exposed, is going to be dark blue. The interior is going to be light blue. So this here is going to be that. This is going to be this. And the hat, you can't paint up, so Now my beautiful sweet girl is going hopefully to love these cars. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Now you'll see the reason why I've done what I've done in a minute. See how the little thing's light blue and it stands out? Then you whack the dark blue on there and it still stands out. Now what I've got to do is I've got to get the hat, stick the hat on, and that's that done. Now, same with this side. I've got to do the exact same. We'll do the exact same with this part. Now I could turn around and do the whole area light blue in the way of this, but I've sort of decided to do it a light blue dark blue combination. The reason why I've decided to do a light blue dark blue combination is because, as you can see, the bottom of the car is completely dark blue, or a chameleon dark blue. So that's the reason for that. Now I've just got a few things to finish up on the back here. One of them is this here. And I think I've got to do it on the other side as well. I think. There's that side done. And that side's done. Okay, now for the brakesies. Now this is going to be the tricky bit. And I do mean tricky bit. So now, as you saw, it was throwing like the wheels up that I need for the car. So now what I've got to do here is I've got to go and get the middle section here, which you can see is missing. As you have a look, as you can see in the Ghost, it's missing. So what I've got to do now is I've got to go and spray it up and then put it in there, which means the front and rear are ready to roll, which means it's got to come down, have its wheels put on. But before I do anything else like that, I've got to do the gearbox and stick the gearbox in. So, oh no, I've done the gearbox, okay. But I've got to decide on what wheels I'm going to have for the thing, so. Now there's a reason why I'm doing this black, and you will see the reason in a minute. If you have a look on here, where the Ghost is where that section's going to go, which I've just done black. And as you can probably see, the wheel area, like the wheels around the Ghost, is black. So here we go. Now, what I've also got to do is I've got to... Now, what one? No, that's the Bumblebee wheels. Damn it. What? The wheels on this one were going to be chrome because of the underneath of the car and also the way the car is. And if you have a look, the brakes are, as you can see, dark blue. And you want them to stand out as well as the chassis. So you want the wheels, you want the brakes to stand out, you want the chassis to stand out. The car's going to stand out like it is, So you want the whole car to pop in the way of its colours. So we've done, as you can see, we've done the underneath dark blue. The car body is light blue, which means now it's going to pop. So as soon as I get the wheels done and get them on, you will see what I'm talking about. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to get the wheels. I'm going to buy I think I've got the tyres, I'm not sure, whatever. I'm going to get the wheels and do them, and then you'll see what I mean if the wheels that I've got for this car are chrome. I'm not sure whether they're chrome or dark blue. I hope they're chrome because the wheels on one of the other cars which I've done, the car is the same colour as this one, but it's a different make. I've done that one for a friend, and I've done it for him because of the situation he's in. So the situation with him, it's a little bit dire, and he himself is a gamer like me, but because the situation is with him, he's got the situation that's really, really bad, and the situation is he's in hospital at the moment, so he can't game. Now let's have a look and see. Okay, so none of these, that's right, none of these wheels have got colour on them. So what I'm going to do with this lot is I'm going to do these ones here, probably chrome, which means they're probably going to be going on this one here. Or actually, no, hang on. No. Which one do I put them on? I don't know what I want to put them on. I need them chrome because of the brake calipers. As you can see, the brake calipers are dark blue, so I need them chrome. But, do I... Actually, hang on. Yeah, why not? Baby, I know you can hear me, but I've got a question for you. I need you to comment. See the wheel there? Do you want chrome or chrome blue? That's chrome blue, and that's chrome. Which one do you want? Baby, I know you're watching, because you've told me. I'm going to show you two colours, and I want you to tell me which one you want. One's chrome, and the other one's chrome blue. That one there you see is chrome, and the next one you will look at will be chrome blue. There's that chrome blue or the metallic blue, or I could also do this one. I could do a chameleon blue or a chrome blue or chrome. I'm kind of hoping you say chrome or the light chrome blue, because the chrome blue in the way of the dark blue looks a black. So I'm kind of thinking either metallic dark blue, which I'm hoping not, but I'm kind of hoping chrome. Oh, what the fuck? How the fuck did it come up Betty? I didn't say Betty, I said baby. What the hell? Spell check error. And I hate my spell check when it does that. It's even put an L in front of baby. So, like, I mean, yeah, right. The baby. That's your chrome. And there's your chrome blue. Or I could do it metallic blue, but I don't think metallic blue is going to suit it because the brake calipers are blue as it is, and they won't stand out. I want them to stand out. So I'm kind of hoping you say chrome. Because there's your chrome. Okay. Now, you've seen the chrome blue in the way of the light blue. I'll show you what chrome blue looks like in dark blue, and I'm telling you now, you won't like it, because it looks black. There you go, that's your chrome blue in dark blue. Now, I don't really like the chrome blue and dark blue, but I do like the chrome blue and light blue, but I'm kind of hoping you say chrome for the wheels, not chrome with a colour. Ow. I've got an idea. Huh? What the fuck? And there's a metallic silver. Pearl silver, pearl white, or chrome. There's chrome. There's chameleon. That's matte chameleon. There's gloss. And then we're back to solids. Now, I hope my baby turns around and says chrome, because that looks pretty damn good. I might actually do that and then show what it looks like on the car. Come on, sweetheart. Now, the only reason I'm doing this for the moment is because I want these wheels to really pop. So, I'm kind of hoping I've got wheels for these things. Yes! I hope to God my girl's watching me, because it doesn't feel like she is. Whatever. What the f... How have I not got that? Weird. So I've got to buy 2 of them. Okay. Now what I've also got to do is fix these things up. Yay. Which I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to do. But oh, German. What the fuck, people? Oh. Okie dokie. That's that. Spank a donkey. Ah. But I've got that, I'm sure of it. Okay, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, you can lie all you want. So that means to say I haven't got any exhausts. You watch. See? I haven't got any exhausts. What the hell? I thought I did have them. Oh no, that was for the other 2. Oh my god, I'm a knob. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Now what I've got to do here, guys, is I've also got to put the this is going to be brilliant. Fuel tank. Yay. Please tell me I've got a fuel tank. Oh, you dog. So I've got to get 2 fuel tanks. I've actually got to get 4 fuel tanks. Now what I've got to do is now my girl did ask me last night if I've done any trucks on here before, and I said no, and I haven't. So what I am going to do, probably tomorrow night, I am going to give these cars here, which I'm doing here now, a bit of a break. The 2 cars which are the surprise cars for her birthday, which are her birthday cars, they're done. So those cars are sitting pretty and waiting. So now I've got to find the starter motor, V8. Let's see if I've got it. Yes, I have. Now, that's the undercarriage done. So now I can bring the car down. Oh, where's my baby? And now I've got to fix in here. Now, the problem here is with this, I've got to go and get all the stuff, either paint. I've got to do all the painting up now of all the stuff for the interior of the engine bay, because as I said to you guys, I'm trying to break the paint up in this car. The reason being is because this plain blue, and when I say plain blue, I mean like a one particular blue. It's not exactly going to make the car stand out. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a combination of light blue, dark blue. And so far as I can see, it's working. So now, chameleon blue, aka dark blue. That's weird. That is weird. Okay. That means to say I've got to buy them. Yay. Now. Okay, so that, two, that, two, and that is that. Now what I've got to do is I've got to go to the racing area and go and get racing area parts for this. So, I don't know if my girl's watching me anymore. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going to spray these up first before I modify them. Oh great, we'll lift the car up. Is my baby still watching? Now that that's finished, done and dusted, I'm kind of thinking that I may not get that one over there done tonight. It may have to be done tomorrow night, so there could be a third episode. So what I'm going to do is lower this down and get the interior done. Now I'm kind of hoping if I do have to do a third episode, I'm kind of hoping my girl doesn't mind, because this sort of thing really drags you to pieces. So after I've done this, if I can get a third episode done tomorrow, both cars will be released the following day. I was kind of hoping I'll try and get them done today, both, but I don't think that's going to happen. So what I am going to do right now is I'm going to fill this thing up with go-go juice and then see how it sounds when it starts. But give me 1 second. So, here we go. I've got to do quite a few things before anything goes. What the fuck? Oh, that's the ECU, okay. Huh? What the fuck? How can I not have the brake servo? Whatever. Oh my godfather! Oh. Okay. Is it reservoir C that I need? Yep, and ECU, okay. Hang on. Okay, now I'm confused. Aha. And I also need two of them. No. Also, I need hang on. Is type B? Okay, now, tonight, it's sadly only going to be this car getting done. I really do apologise. I was really hoping to get both of these out tonight, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. So, neither one of these cars will be getting released tonight, or tomorrow, sorry. They'll be getting released the following day, because I've run out of time. So after this car has been built, it's going to be pushed outside, started up, and see what it sounds like. before anything too soon. Now, all I've got to do now is put... Oh my god! Okay, so that's got to be... No, that's going to be solved, that one. Okay. Now this one's got the light blue body, so now I know I made a mistake here, and that was not getting what I did a few seconds ago all up, because the reason for that was, well, I don't know. I do know one thing. My girl wants to talk to me, and I need to talk to my girl because I was a bit upset this morning. And I hope to God she listens to me on this because it really did upset me. I woke up almost in tears this morning, so I need to have a chat with her, and I don't know what was going on with me. Something was bugging me. I don't know what it was. I think my depression was playing up a little bit, but I'm not too sure. It was a little, but when the brain says, hey, you're going to go and cry, then that happens and you can't stop it. So, now, the funny part of it is with this car and the other Dodge, you've got to put the battery in the car. You can't put it in underneath the hood. You got to go to the trunk, open up the trunk, and put it in the trunk. Which is why they did it like that. I don't know. Maybe someone was being a clown and just thought, yeah, what the hell. We'll stick it there. Now before I do fire this thing up, I've got to make sure everything's there to rock and roll. So what I'll do is I'll do a ghost mode on the car for a couple of seconds and then see if the car can be fired up, because I haven't got the seats in there yet, I know that, so they've got to go in. Oh, I did. Okay. Righty-co, righty-to, righty-to. Okay, she's all juiced up and ready to go. Now what I'm going to do here is see, that's what I'm talking about. When Dodge designed the Hellcat, they designed it in such a way it was really odd. I mean, I'm sorry, but you do not put a battery in the back of the car, especially since it's over a fuel tank. If it was, I mean, I don't know whether they did it for any sort of strange, unbeknown reason or not, I'm not too sure, but, you know, it's not, it just doesn't look safe. Now, oh my god, what are they? No, I want hellcat seats. But okay. Now, this is kind of strange. The reason being is because you've got aha. Now, to fix the wheel, now as soon as this car's finished, this will have to be the end of the episode. Episode 3 will be the dark blue one getting fixed up. So I was really hoping to get the both of them done tonight, but obviously I couldn't. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. I really do apologise. So I was really dying to get these two cars done so I could deliver them to my better half in a few days' time. Now, there's one car done. Let's put it outside. Let's make sure there's space for it outside, which there is. Sweet as candy. Let's get this thing outside and fire it up. Just before I do anything like that, let's have a look. Has it got its... For fuck's sake. Just gonna make sure of one thing. Just gonna make sure it's got a starter motor. Yes, it has. Radio. Battery's in there, starter motor's in there, wires are all hooked up. It's fueled up. Let's see what she sounds like. Oh yeah. Now that's what I'll do for her. I'll do the dyno test on her now. And we'll see what we get in the dyno test. Now, the gearbox is going to be modified, but not tonight. I will modify the gearbox on this one before I start on the other one tomorrow night. So now 707 was its original horsepower. Let's see what we get. Listen to that supercharger. Yeah. Yeah. I'm now a little worried because Queen 33 very well could lose her first race because she's going up against this thing in a few days' time. After this one's been released, it's going to get released to my girl. She's going to see it for the first time after it's run down the track. And once it's gone down the track and it's been released to her, I'll then put it up against Queen 33 the next day, and then we will see which one's the better car. Now, the funny part of it is I don't get this. The funny part of it was this: when I had the originally had the when I did the Iron Man car. The Iron Man car was a complete success. The only thing was that that car was, how do I put it, a bit on the slow side, if you get my drift, because the car itself got beaten by a 57 Chev. That is unheard of. So now that this car has been dynoed, it's got its suspension all fixed up, it's got everything all done, it's ready to rock and roll. I'll now put it back on its hoist so it can sit there and wait for its sister to be built. So that's that. Anyhow, guys, that's that car done and dusted. I'm sorry I didn't get the other one built because I'm slowly running out of time. I've been given a 2.5 hour space or a 2 hour space tonight, and also a 2 hour space tomorrow night as well to get these cars done. So that I do seriously apologise. So as I always say, please like my videos, comment on my videos, please. I really appreciate all the comments. I do check my videos every day. I also check them overnight as well before I do the next episode. So please like, subscribe to my channel, comment on my videos, tell me what you want me to do in the way of a video. You know, everything that you guys tell me helps, alright? And I'm being dead honest. Subscribe to my channel, please, and also smash the notification button so you know when I'm going to do another video. I shall see you guys fairly soon. Just remember, as I always say, game fair, because if you cheat, it's unfair to everybody. It ruins everything for everybody. No one wants to play games anymore. It's just unfair to everyone. Anyhow, guys, also, as I say, please, guys, if you've got a girl in your life, treat her like a queen. Please, I beg you. Girls, same deal. If you've got a guy in your life, treat him like he's a king. Okay? Because, guys, girls do a lot for us, and guys, they really do deserve to be treated like a queen. My partner, I love with all my heart, and I'll treat her like a queen for the rest of my life, up until the day I die. I will treat her however she needs to be treated and however she deserves to be treated, and that is a queen. Fighting in relationships is no good. The reason being is it brings the relationship down, and it will bring the relationship to an end soon. Believe me, I know, I've been there, it's happened to me numerous times, and I was sick of it. But my girl and I now, we are top notch. Anyhow, guys, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. See you in the next episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, which will be tomorrow night, and the second car, or the next car that will be getting built will be this one here. It'll be episode 3. So just remember this, please comment on tonight's episode. Please tell me what you would like to see done. I mean, you can't comment on what you want done for this car, because this car is going to be built a certain way, just like the other one. However, please tell me if you want me to do another car after I've done these birthday cars for my princess / queen. I need to know what you want done in the way of these cars, because it helps me out a hell of a lot. I'm doing these cars for you guys. I do these cars right now that I'm doing here for my girl. I love her with all my heart. Baby, these cars are yours. These cars are going to be getting released to you in 3 days' time when they're done. I know I could release that one over there to you now, but I can't, because I want to release it at the same time as its sister gets released. So, the release day will probably be Monday, so that'll be that. The reason for the release date on the Monday is because this one here has got to be built, and that is that. So, as I always say, like and subscribe to my channel, please, and also comment on my videos, and also smash the notification button to let you guys know when I'm going to do my next video, which will be tomorrow, midnight my time. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Have fun and do whatever it is you do during the day. If you're in the United States, have a great day. If you're in the UK, have a great time yourself. If you're here in Australia, have a good night, but just be very careful. And if you're going to bed at the end of this episode, please sleep tight. Alright guys, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Smoke out.